Hi Aries, and welcome to your first weekly tarot horoscope from BroomstickFairy, and also your first one from outside. It's just starting to rain, so bear with me. I don't want to get anything back, but I'm just gonna get straight into your reading, okay? So, at the base or the theme of your reading for this week, you have the Mother of Air in reverse, or the Mother of Swords in reverse, and then you have the Nine of Fire in reverse, which speaks of inner strength upright in reverse. And then you have uh, the Nine of Earth, or the Nine of Pentacles, which is accumulation. Now, this is kind of an odd mix, so it could be a few different meanings, yeah? For some of you, the meaning of this is that, and then you have Chaos. Did I say Chaos? Which is also the Tower card. For some of you, this Mother of Air can be, it can be an air sign, Gemini, Libra, Aquarius, or if not, it can, if they reverse, it can mean, it can represent a person, or it can represent an energy, or it can even represent a divorce or a separation for some of you, because in the traditional decks, this one has the sword, like the Queen of Swords has a sword piercing through, so in reverse, it's kind of like someone who is overbearing, or like a very strict authority figure who is very cutthroat. But the sword can also represent a divorce, like the ending of a divorce, or the cutting of a marriage, or the ending of a marriage. The air signs are more kind of head over heart. They're not really that much in. They're not really that. They don't wallow in emotions that much, like water signs like Cancer, Pisces, and Scorpio. But with the presence of all these cards here, I feel like this woman may be so dominant and so strong and so maybe even harsh with their words, maybe even like so cold emotionally at heart, that it has caused you to have like whatever defenses or whatever inner strength or whatever power or force that you felt before is starting to dwindle. Is that a word? It's starting to dissolve, because you're starting to feel maybe inferior to this person. Um, like your strength is being stripped through, like you feel almost naked, and vulnerable because of this person, or you may be doing this to them. Why the hell am I holding that thing up there like that? Oh, I'm sorry. Um, they may be like all of your defenses are down. You're feeling very vulnerable. You don't feel that strong within yourself. You don't feel that like normal Aries Emperor like stance. They may be causing you to feel weak, or causing you to feel like whatever you're trying to fight for, or maybe you was trying to fight for a relationship. Maybe you thought that the relationship was going to work out, and now you're just realizing that defense is like you're fighting for nothing. Maybe you're feeling like it's a bit pointless, or if this is not a relationship situation, it's to do with work wise. Someone at work is totally just unbearable. They're not really that nice. They don't really they're not speaking to you in a nice way. They're speaking to you in a very hasty way, like you're almost like a dog almost, and you're just feeling your energy is feeling very depleted. Okay. And I feel like this is going to come as a sudden shock for some of you, especially if it was a relationship that you thought you can work out. It's becoming this week, it may feel like you can't, because the chaos card is a tower card, so there's like a hold up now, like a sudden shock that just comes and just alters your world, or alters your the state that you thought you was in, the comfortable state you thought you was in. It's going to shake things up a bit. um and then with this Nine of Earth here, if this is speaking of people who were together and are newly separated, this Nine of Earth can mean, because the Nine of Pentacles it has a luxurious woman who's in her garden, much like one like this, with luxurious fabrics, and she has like a bride on her shoulder, and she's pretty much widowed, or she's single but she's successful. She has good finances as well, but she's it's kind of like the single card. That's how I like to see it. But in this card, in this deck, it depicts accumulation of wealth. But paired up with these other cards, I just feel like maybe your finances is being in jeopardy because of a divorce, or because of someone. Maybe this could be a family figure that you thought you can trust, but they took advantage of you. Could be a few different scenarios, Aries. Okay, and then in your work sector, you received Vision Quest, and Vision Quest, which is the Hangman, and then Spiritual Warrior. Okay. Now these have different meanings. I feel like if you like saying if you bide your time, because the hang the Hangman card or the Vision Quest card, it speaks of like surrender, just to let go and let God, or let go and let the universe, and to not really make any decisions right now, kind of be idle, but like surrender to the powers that be, surrender to the force, and don't really make too much action. But paired up, it's kind of like a contradiction, paired up with the Chariot card, which is all about force, which is all about action, which is all about traveling, which is all about movement. So maybe you may be thinking about changing jobs, or starting a new job, or starting a new business, but Spirit is saying, if you bide your time, you will in the end, you will win in the end. Like, you will get what you want in the end with this Chariot card. This is the Chariot card is about victory, okay? And also, I feel like this message can also be saying to you guys that the right path will definitely open up for you if you wait, because the Chariot is all about going down as a victory, or the spiritual warrior is about victory, is about having good inner peace, having good inner world, so the outer world matches. There's no inner turmoil, and no room for no inner turmoil for this fella here. Possibly because he binded his time, and because he was humble, and because he was serene. So if you guys are looking to start a new job or something of some sort, I feel like Spirit is saying the right path and the right doors are open to you when they need to. So bide your time a little bit more. It's just in case if this situation is dealing with an unbearable boss, maybe telling you to just hold on a little longer, because something, maybe they may even lose their position, maybe you may be next up, or maybe just another job may come about, and it may not be the time to actually leave right now. Okay, and then for the single Aries, you guys are your emotions right now. You have the Six of Clarity in reverse, or the Six of Air in reverse. The Airs of Swords, or Gemini, Libra, and Aquarius. But in reverse, the Six of Air kind of speaks of you're not really seeing the light at the end of the tunnel in some sense, in some way, some form of your emotions, whether that's to do with love, whether that's a family member that you're not really seeing eye to eye with, but you're not really seeing the greener pastures, and you're not feeling like you can move on to calmer waters, or you're not really feeling like the healing is happening. Maybe you're even choosing to be miserable, or choosing to be stuck, choosing to be unclear about a situation, choosing to be sorry. This speaks about moving on to a better thing. So maybe if you're not choosing, maybe it's because you are trying to hold off a bit. Maybe this is for those of you who are holding off to move on to something to do with work. So maybe you're just waiting and like treading the waters a bit, or like going around in circles in the boat, because in the traditional deck this card depicts a boat moving on from a place of confusion and moving into clarity. But in reverse, I feel like your emotions, you're just a bit confused right now, and you don't really know what to do. So because you can't take action right now based on for something maybe to do with your work, you may be a little bit confused and discombobulated, and just feeling like you're wallowing in your emotions, or you're going around in circles. But I feel like it's only temporary. And then for the single Geminis, you have received the Six of Earth, or a breakthrough. So for some of you, I feel like you're definitely focusing on your finances a lot right now, or you're definitely focusing on manifesting a partner into your life that is going to complement you, and that you will complement, and that you guys can each work and have a good balance of give and take with each other, and there's no one giving more than the other. There's an equal balance, and there's a beautiful breakthrough. But if that's not the case for some of you singles, this card can simply just mean that you are focusing on your pentacles, you're focusing on your money, you're focusing on tangible, you're focusing on earth or pentacles, or stability, of getting grounded, of seeing your projects come to life, your personal projects come to life. Maybe you want to have a certain financial standing before you date anyone. You want to feel like you are secure. For the couple, Gemini, sorry, I was looking at air is Gemini, Libra, Aquarius, I'm sorry. For the couples, you guys are going through a transformation, because this card is the death card. So there's a death, there's a rebirth, and there's a death. There's an ending, and there's a beginning of some sort. And I feel like you guys have finally came to make a decision, and it's giving you inner peace. You've got the Two of Air here. And then you also have the Mother of Water. So the Mother of Water, Cancer, Pisces, or Scorpio. This can also be a father. This is a gender neutral reading because this is a general reading, and I must stress that this is general, so it will not apply to all Aries. Okay? But I hope you get some sort of message from this either way. So yeah, the mother of water is compassion, intuition, sensitivity, creativity, calmness, sereneness. You can talk to this person about anything. They're emotional, but they have a good lid on their emotions. So maybe you're ending something with a water sign, or maybe you're going into a new transition or a new stage within a water sign because you opened up the dialogue and you guys are starting to talk your feelings now. The air is all about communication and talking. Water is all about emotions and feelings. So with the chance, with the death card and the mother of water, you may be starting a new emotional wavelength or a new but you've definitely got to make a decision about something. Because the death card means that there's something that needs to be changed so that you can feel fulfilled. Whether it's to stay together or whether it's just to work better together. The overall advice for you guys, you have the 9 of water, which is joy, and the 3 of earth. So I feel like this is saying to work on your bliss, to do jobs and do things and hobbies that make you happy, make you feel connected, make you feel like you're do jobs that you love, do hobbies that you love, make you feel like you're connected to spirit, that you're connected to your source, connected to your heart, and that you're doing things that serve you and that serve others. So focus on teamwork, focus on building, focus on getting what you deserve, or getting recognition for your work, even if it's not right away. Just focus on that because it's coming. So just be happy, be blissful, be open, be a good team player, even if someone at work is not doing that to you. Just kill them with kindness. I feel like this is saying no matter what situation you're dealing with. Okay? And then what is the oracle message you have for us? Oracle message for Aries, June 12th to June 18th, 2017. Aries, June 12th to June 18th, 2017. Aries, June 12th to June 18th. Emotions. Life is a sensual experience. Let your emotions flow. And yourself. Others affect your life. Redefine your personal boundaries. Now I'm gonna give you advice for some crystals that will work for you this week. The crystals that will work for Aries this week, Spirit. What crystal will work for Aries? What crystal will help Aries for June 12th to June 18th? What crystal will help Aries for June 12th to June 18th? What crystal will help Aries for June 12th to June 18th, Spirit? Give me a crystal to help Aries June 12th. I don't know if that one was the one or maybe this one's the one. Labradorites and Charoite. Let's see what I've got with these. Oh, sorry, it's just blowing everything everywhere. Oh, like, why? Why do you want to be doing this to me? I want to sit outside. It was sunny. Welcome to London's weather, okay? Bipolar is a motherfucker. Okay. Labradorite. Labradorite raises your consciousness to connect to mystical dimensions and the highest protective energies. It strengthens your faith in yourself and aids intuitive guidance. Okay? Self-understanding. You are an intuitive being with the gift of foresight. Keep yourself grounded. The veil between the world is thin. You could easily confuse yourself with imaginings. Aim for clear insights. Hold on to common sense. It is your most effective tool in assessing intuitions and acting on those that are valid. Beware of psychic vampires. Ensure that you do not have a leaky aura. You face a temporary setback, but a sudden reversal of fortune is possible. Be careful what you wish for. It may come true. Raise your consciousness to the highest level. Labradorite indicates comprecious love. So yeah, maybe this energy vampire, whoever the hell this is here, boy, I'm telling you, you need some Labradorite to protect you from this one. Okay, Aries. Healing inside. Giving your energy away is bad for your health. Establishing an efficient interface with the outside world will protect your well-being. The frequency of this is high. The chakra is the third eye or the crown. Okay, so meditate with that one. If you don't got it, go get it. Got it. Good. Now another one came out. 50 Charoite. Let's see what 50 is saying. Charoite provides deep physical and emotional healing, transmuting negative energy. It converts disease to wellness. With its assistance, you recognize that your greatest trauma is also your most profound gift. Accept it with grace. Charoite re-energizes, heals, and integrates dualities, healing past life disease carried into the present life. So maybe if you had actually, maybe it could be an actual person you're carrying on from a past life that's like a disease, like an ankle almost, like weighing you down. And maybe this will help you to shake them off. Maybe that may be what this. Maybe it could be someone from a past life. Even your boss could be from a past life. What's that? That mother of air in reverse. That bitch is kind of what it is. All right. So, self-understanding, deep fears and schisms pervade your being. I don't know if I'm pronouncing that. SCHISM. You may not feel that you belong on earth. Alienation and insecurity lie beneath a deceptively calm surface. You are subtly driven by other people's thoughts and programs rather than your own. Your autonomic nervous system may be malfunctioning. If so, it needs recalibrating. Time to take control. You are undergoing a vibrational change. Creative links to higher realities. Visions of past lives suggest ways to redress karma personally and collectively. Healing insight. In accepting the present moment as perfect, you create the space to heal. This is a good chakra for all. A good thing for all chakras. Now, moving along. Why is this thing so long? For the final one, this one has no meaning, so you guys interpret it in your own intuitive way. Spirit, what is the message for Aries in this reading, Spirit? What is the message for Aries in this reading? What is the message for Aries in this reading, Spirit? Aries in this reading. What is the message for Aries in this reading, Spirit? What is the message for Aries in this reading? What is the message for Aries in this reading? I don't know if I pressed the one. What is the message for Aries in this reading, Spirit? For Aries, what does this card mean to you? Intuitively. I feel like it may be saying that don't worry, like someone is like be in tune to the subtle energies of the universe because everything is okay. And like your spirit guides are here with you and they are here to kiss you on your cheek. Even if you don't feel it, they're just around you to give you love. I could be totally wrong, okay? And then for this one as well, what's the message that you feel? Let me know in the comment section. I hope this is related to you guys.